Alright, and we are back for more Skyrim. What was I doing yesterday? I really don't remember. Oh god. I mean, I know I was working through more of my quest log. I think I was in Winterhold because I'd stopped to do a thing. I could be wrong. Okay, no, I'm definitely in Winterhold. Have I taken care of my inventory? Sort of. At least enough that I can go do a quest, maybe two. Ethereum shards. Deliver a message to the... Let's do this. Okay, where do I need to go? This... Do I have another quest triggered? Yes, I do. Alright, let's go see what we can do, shall we? Oh, I know what's equipped. Okay. This might be a chain lightning situation, I'm not sure. There are so many butterflies. Oh, geez. Hello, Mr. Necromancer. Your robes are kind of cool. I don't totally hate your robes. So I'm gonna take those. The rest of your outfit is awful and doesn't match. You somehow managed to make white not match. Oh.
Your turn!
I'm gonna just acquire all of these butterflies real fast. Okay, let's look at that journal. Journal. No. Necromancer journal, maybe? Yes. This truly is remarkable. Through my experiments with undead wolves, I've discovered a method to increase my power. By consuming their totems, objects that bind them between life and death itself, I can bind their spirits to my own life force. I've already consumed 2 totems, and their hosts are now completely under my control. But that is not enough. I need a 3rd totem to be sure. Okay, what else are you trying to tell me I need to take from this guy? Oh, totem bone. Probably. Take the totem to the caged wolf. No. We're just gonna leave you there. I don't need a spooky bone wolf pet at the house with my kids. That just seems incorrect. Okay, I guess we'll do that next. It's gonna be somewhere along the coast, but where? Really? Okay. So Windhelm might actually be one of my favorite cities in Skyrim, if it weren't for all the overt racism. Like, if it weren't for the racism, Windhelm's great. There should be... a way up.
Oh, this feels refreshing.
It doesn't. It feels cold. But you claim you don't have Altmoran ice in your veins. I disagree. Okay, there we go. How? How did you... I'm confused. Okay, while we're here, we can also talk to the beggar and to update one of the dueling quests. Excuse me, Mr. Beggar.
Yes?
You look hungry.
Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Take care now.
Okay, let's see. Alright, Orthus. The new route you suggested may help us avoid the pirates, but not the storms. The sea stallion now lies at the bottom of Pilgrim's Trench, and its cargo along with it. If I ever find that charlatan of a priest we paid to bless the ship, I'm gonna rip the amulet of Kinnereth off his neck and strangle him with it. Anyways, if you know any divers looking for a challenge, I enclosed a potion of water breathing and some scrolls with this letter. It won't do anything about the slaughterfish, but at least it'll help you hold your breath. Okay. Do Do I have any cloak spells I've actually learned? I feel like I picked up a flame cloak spell at some point. Lightning cloak. Okay. So I can lightning cloak it. Okay. So I can lightning cloak water breathing mage light. Or rather candle light. The Pilgrim's Trench. I've been there already. Let's start with Lightning Cloak. Dual cast Lightning Cloak. And then I'm going to do Alteration. Alright, let's go figure out what we need to get. Often. Final lesson, Master Elaine's last words, and the Sovereign Band. Magicka regenerates 10% faster, increases Magicka by 50. Okay. Oh, that's right. He did say he foolishly sent the ring back with his master. Anything else of interest? Surface before my water breathing ends. Alright. Now what am I supposed to be doing? Summon the Dremora. Let's actually read those books though. Final lesson. It is time for you to leave your apprenticeship here, said the great sage to his students. So soon? For it had been but a few years since the training had begun. Are we such poor pupils? We've learned much from you, master, but you have no more to teach us? You have told us so many tales of great enchanters of the past. Can't we continue to learn until we've reached some level of their power? I have only one last story for you, smiled the great sage. Many thousands of years ago, long before the Cyrodiilic dynasty of Raman, and even longer before the Septim dynasty ruled Tamriel, before there was a mages guild, and when the land of Morrowind was still known as Restian, and the land of Elsewhere was called Anikina and Palantine. And the only law of the land was the cruel ways of the Alessian doctrines of Markov. There was a hermetic enchanter named Dalek who had two apprentices. Both were remarkable students, equally assiduous in their learning. The pride of their master, both excelled at the arts of the cauldron, mirror casting, the infusion of spiritus into mundus, and the weaving of air and fire. Dalek was very fond of his boys and they of him. On a springtide morn, he received a message from another enchanter named Deathil, who lived deep within the forests of the Clovian heartlands. You must remember that in the dark days of the First Era, mages were solitary practitioners, with the only organized consortium being the Psijics of Artaeum. Away from that island, mages seldom saw one another and even more rarely corresponded. Thus, when he received his letter, he gave it great attention. Deathil was greatly aged, and he had found the peace of his isolation threatened by Alessian reform. He feared for his life, knowing that the fanatical priests and their warriors were close at hand. He brought his students to him. It will be an arduous and perilous journey to the Clovian estates, one that I would fear partaking even in my youth. My heart trembles to send the two of you forth to his cave, but I know that he is a great and benevolent enchanter, and his light must continue to burn in the hearts of the continent if we are to survive these dark nights. The students pled with their teacher not to order them to go. It was not the priests and warriors of the Alessian reform they feared, but they knew that their master was aged and infirm, and could not protect himself if the reform moved further westward. Finally, he relented, and allowed that one would stay with him and the other would journey forth to the Clovian estates. He would let them decide which of them would go. The lads debated and discussed, fought and compromised, and at last elected to let fate make their choice. They threw their lots, and Lorith came up short. He left early the next morning, miserable and filled with fear. For a month and a day, he tramped through the forests into the mists of the Clovian estates. Through some planning and some skill, and much assistance for sympathetic peasants, he managed to avoid the ever-tightening circle of the Alessian reform by crossing through unclaimed mountain passes and hidden bogs. When at last he found the dark caverns where Dalek had told him to search for Deathil, it was still many hours before he could find the enchanter's lair. No one appeared to be there. Loreth searched through the laboratory of ancient tomes, cauldrons, and crystalline flutes, herbs kept alive by the glow of mystic circles, strange liquids and gases caught in transparent membranes. At last, he found Deathil, or so he presumed. The desiccated shell on the floor of the study, clutching the tools of enchantment, scarcely seemed human. Loreth decided he could do nothing further for the mage, and began at once the journey back to his true master, Dalek and his friend Uthrak. The armies of the Reform had moved quickly since he passed. After more than one close encounter, the young enchanter realized that he was trapped on all sides. The only retreat that was possible was back in the caves of Deathil. The first thing to be done, Loreth saw, was to find a means to keep the army from finding the laboratory. That, he found, was what Deathil himself had been trying to do. But by a simple error even an apprentice enchanter could recognize, he'd only succeeded in destroying himself. Loreth was able to take what he'd learned from Dalek and apply it to Deathil's experiments, quite successfully. The laboratory was never found, or even detected by the Reform. Much time passed. In the 480th year of the First Era, the great Aiden Durrani won many battles against the Alessian horde, and many passages and routes that had once been closed were now open. Loreth, now no longer young, was able to return to Dalek. When at last he found his way to his master's old hovel, he saw candles of morning lit in all the trees surrounding. Even before he knocked on the door and met his old fellow student Uthrak, Loreth knew that Dalek had died. "It was only a few minutes ago," said Uthrak, after embracing his friend. "He talked of you every day, of every year you were away. Somehow we knew that you had not preceded him to the world beyond. He told me that you'd come back." The gray-haired men sat before the fire and reminisced of the old days. The sad truth was that they both discovered how different they'd become. Uthrak spoke of carrying on the master's work, while Loreth described his new discoveries. They left one another that day, each shaking his head, destined to never see the other again. In the years ahead, before they left the mortal world to join their great teacher, Delak, they both achieved their desires. Uthrak went on to become a respected, if minor, enchanter in the service of Clan Dereni. Loreth took the skills he learned on his own and used them to fashion Balak Thurm, the Staff of Chaos. My boys, the lesson is, you have to learn from a teacher to avoid these small, essential errors that claimed the life of such self-taught enchanters as Deathil. And yet, the only way to become truly great is to try all the possibilities on your own. Okay. Master Elaine's last words. If you're reading this, it means I'm dead. A fate I'm sure brings a smile to your face if you're standing on your own head anyway. Otherwise, it would just be a frown. And we can't have that. That would be far too predictable. For who doesn't appreciate a little chaos? Maybe I'll finish this sentence by saying flying Horker loaf. Hopefully. Now your frowns are facing the right direction. After all, neither rhyme nor reason has a home here. Fire is water, up is down, right is wrong, death is life. And so, like Delak and Loreth before me, I speak to you now, dear apprentice, from inside this box. A wise sage might caution you to be careful when you follow my path, lest you end up in the same place. But I've never claimed to be wise. To me, death is yet another adventure, another possibility to explore. The same should be true of your life. Summon the Daedra. Because summoning a Daedra never ends badly. Fire. Whee! Oh, yay, this is what this is for. I had a feeling we'd figure it out if we just kept doing quests. Summon Daedra. Ah, fuck. What the?
Let's see what else is around. Oh, gods! My blade.
Okay, well that was fun. Retrieve the sigil stones. I'm definitely going to take that Daedric Sword of the Inferno. Take the orange sigil stone. Craft the arms of the sun at a staff enchanter. Okay. Daedric heart. Gold. Green sigil stone. Staff of the moon. Blue sigil stone. Daedric heart. Gold. Craft the warlock's mark. At a forge. Okay, cool. You know where I have all of those? In the Archmage's quarters, I'm fairly certain. I've got the hiccups. Okay. Staff Enchanter. Arms of the Moon. A random chance to demoralize or frenzy a target for 60 seconds. Arms with the Sun. Burns the target for 20 points, 30% chance for frost and shock to do 20 points of damage. Okay, that's kind of neat. Hey! Enchanting's maxed out. Excuse you? It's just walking into my office. We're walking out. Kaiden, someone's in our office. I could have sworn somewhere in here was an anvil. Grindstone. Yes. Okay, over here. Warlock's Mark. Conjuration spells cast 30%. Cost 30% less to cast. Okay. So that's that quest done. Well, we've given alms to the beggar. So let's go do this. Slowly we're starting to clear out some of our ridiculous quest log. As I recall, it's pretty close to Windhelm, isn't it? Did I not enable the Windhelm? Okay, there we go.
You want to use the library? Fine. You can go to hell.
That's a teensy bit excessively aggressive there, Kaiden. Alright, let's go climb this hill and talk to this mage and make sure we've got everything settled that needs to be settled for us to finish off this quest too. And then we'll be down to still a lot, but we have way more finished quests than incomplete ones. I'm not going to do Bones for a Crow yet because I want to recruit the companion that you get at Clearing Darklight Tower to be my steward for the Dawnstar house. Which means I gotta go do a bunch of shit in Dawnstar. Let's see. Farmer's Life for me. That I can probably finish with the materials I've got now. I just have to actually take a look at shit. And we can do Aftershock while we're in the area.
Is someone there?
All right. Ebony plate. Let's read to Willow. First off, I'm sorry about the test. My hope was that it'd give me a window into your mind and bring comfort to mine. You gave the beggar bread, a choice I agree with. Gold can be wasted, wine can be a poison, but a meal can never be squandered. Perhaps if I'd been given a similar gift, my life would have been different. As such, I deem you a worthy judge. Hopefully, you'll be a swift executioner either way. Thank you. Lastly, to the ones I knew in life, don't mourn my death. As one of you once told me, when all you do is look to the past, it's time to close the book on one's future. I do so on my own terms. Goodbye. Okay. Okay, next. Aftershocks. Oh no, the aftershocks are in, that place. Well, that sucks for them. Iron? Iron! So it isn't Kynes Grove specifically that's under attack. Good. It'd be a shame for them to be attacked so often. Beehive? Woo! Ooh, Dragon Summit. I know exactly which one it is, too. And I want to say it's the last word of Ice Breath. What the? Bear. Die, bear. Witchmist Grove. Oh. Hi.
Well,
Right. Let's go upset a dragon. Hello, that's either a revered or an ancient based off the model. It doesn't matter if there's iron ore. Yeah, what do you, I'm not in combat with it. Oh, well, I guess I am.
you're not gonna like how this ends.
one carrying all the ore, am I?
Well, considering you won't actually help me mine, yes. You are going to be the one carrying all of the ore. That's a fair division of labor, except right now I'm pretty sure your inventory's still full from the last time I over-harvested shit, so might take us a minute.
You've got a lot of strength in you. Let me guess. I'm the one that'll be carrying all that ore.
What quest am I even working on right now? Oh, right. Aftershocks. Daedric Staff of Peace. And a word wall.
Better at fighting than at sword.
Yep, final word of Frost Breath. I have 3 dragon souls. And many of my shouts have 3 words.
For Kaheen!
Those hot springs are tempting.
I agree. But we need to focus on soul trapping these mammoths. As soon as I can remember where soul trap is. There it is. This is a bad idea. Fucking with mammoth camps when you don't use your flesh spells and when you don't wear armor is generally a mistake.
Come on!
Okay, so far so good. Hi, Mr.
See the
Giant.
mammoth? Watch out for the ones with the carvings. Oi. Making a fight?
Dead!
Down. Bloody did it.
Ooh. Just casually have a dragon bone. I want it. It's worth quite a bit. Don't have the carry capacity for it. Oh.
Look at the size of those things! By the time of the door!
to not harvest every flower I pass right now because I will end up just accidentally screwing myself over.
You not walk away alive when the blade is unsheathed. Time to end this. They even had the slightest chance against us.
I mean, Mirak, you can send as many cultists as you want. I'm not going to bother with them. Stop harvesting everything, Willow. You are like a tenth of a pound away from being over carry weight.
That was your last mistake. Pretty awesome. Don't you expect me to eat more spider's eggs? Bugger that. I'm not an ingredients tester.
I test all my own ingredients, thank you. Alright, back to Winterhold to report into Tolfdir and clear another thing out of our quest log, and we'll be in Winterhold so we can stop by the house and drop off a bunch of stuff that we no longer need.
The sands are cold, but Khajiit feels warmness from the wind.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people.
Tolfdir.
I'm always available should you need me, Archmage.
I've taken care of the disturbance.
Very good. I'm sure the Jarl will be quite pleased. Pleased enough to justify the significant amount of gold offered to the college to rectify the problem. I think it only fitting that the Archmage herself receive a large portion of the reward. Well done. All right then.
Whoa, easy now.
Like it or not, you are a shining example to future generations of college mages.
Perhaps we can go another few
to be
decades
named
without a disaster.
Archmage,
That
but
would
there
be
is still
nice.
time. Are the Archmage's robes as comfortable
I'm
as
working on-
Jazargo
You mean the
believes them
official-
to be? Skyrim could not be more different from elsewhere, but magic is the same, no matter where you go. Until next time.
Magic may be the same no matter where you go, Jazargo, but you are still a dick. Also, you did absolutely nothing over the course of the entire College of Winterhold storyline. How did you expect to be named Archmage? That's just illogical.
Yes?
Excuse me.
Hi. Yes? Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
That's interesting. You know I just did a quest to earn all this armor. Let me go check and make sure that
Aye.
none of it needs to be disenchanted first, though. Fairly certain I have all those enchantments, but better safe than sorry.
I am your sword and your shield.
I'm no fan of Jake, but what can I say? I like how your mind works.
Well, we're gonna have to go back to Whiterun and do a bit more training again. Because it is, admittedly, the best way to actually level my various skills and abilities is to pickpocket train while I do regular training. Whoops, wrong way. Do it every time, but at least I caught myself before I fully went up the wrong flight of stairs this time. Okay. So, this chest can have... all of those. It can have my Sarthal amulet. It can have my Sovereign Band. It can have my Galder amulet. And it can have my Warlock mark. Hayden will play catch up in a minute. I just wanna
Honored to see you again, my Thane.
deposit some of the other essentials. Cave bear pelt, dragon bone, dragon scales. Goat hide, goat horn, skull door. Ice wolf pelt, iron ore, iron ingots. And a wolf pelt. Better, better, better. Okay, this chest gets all of my enchantables. Need to put Otar on the display. Okay, good. Oh, you know what? I've got books I can put in the book stack too. So let's... Andrest's journal. Kitten, I literally can't see the center of my screen because of you. No, you're supposed to be laying down if you're on the desk.
Mama, you're back.
Oh.
Let's play a game.
Sure.
What do you want to play?
Let's play tag.
Okay, you're it. Ha, you come.
Sophie's it. Stay away from Sophie.
You're too slow. You can't catch me. You can't catch me. You're it. You can't catch me. You're too slow. You can't catch me.
The Great Collapse was decades ago. We'd fix that damn bridge already.
Ivy, get off the keyboard. I love you, but you need to not be on my keyboard, please. Okay, let's go back to the merchants and finish selling
Imagine how
off
this city was in its golden years. Now they
enchanted
can't
stuff I
even
don't
bother
need.
to
Hi.
clear away the rubble.
Hmm? Take a look.
You're a good girl. You are. You're not getting Dawnbreaker. You're not getting Zephyr. You can, however, have all three of those things. And okay.
Aye.
What quest am I working on now? Power source. What part of I don't want to be working on miscellaneouses right now do you not understand? Okay. So I think what I'm going to do next is go write a list of what materials I need to be able to properly upgrade Golden Hills Plantation. And we're going to get that upgraded. Because that'll actually be a more steady source of income for me too. So, animal pens. Three firewood and nails. The apiary. 2 firewood, nails, 2 straw. Blacksmith. Is 4 iron ingot. Two firewood. One hinge. Iron fittings. And 2 core stone. Okay. Exterior decorations. 2 firewood, 3 quarried stone. Bless you. Farmhand bunkhouse. Firewood. 2 nail. Hinge. Lock. 5 stone. 3 straw. Stable. 5 fire. 3 nail. And the windmill. 2 fire, 2 iron fit, 2 quarry. I'm here, where's my steward? Hi, friend.
Well, look what the Horker dragged in. Still wandering all over Skyrim and causing trouble?
Very good, ma'am.
All right, then.
Nice being able to get money for doing absolutely nothing. I don't suppose that they were nice enough to put a stone quarry in. I don't need a ton of quarried stone either. Like that might actually be it for what I need.
Take this and hold on to it. I'll be back for it later. I'll pay you good. Don't lose it.
Excuse you.
No time to talk. Snitch or double-cross me and I'll kill you. I need it.
No, you won't. Get off my property.
Bad way to go.
You shouldn't have pissed me off. I think this is where I need to go for the Pets of Skyrim quest, because this is... Yeah, it is. Okay, Pets of Skyrim, Pets of Skyrim. I'd like this goat,
Yes?
please.
Of course. For that price? Sure. Did you see someone run past just now? Yes. I'm going to track down that thief and murder him.
Already did. Rorikstead.
Fancy yourself an alchemist, huh? Never could get the hang of that.
Speaking of alchemy, let's turn off Pets of Skyrim. Real quickly, ping over to Whiterun. Then dip back to Winterhold to get all the other materials I need to upgrade my plantation. But while I'm here...
It's no fun getting pushed around all the time.
Men are all alike, from Skyrim to Hammerfell. They care only for war and politics, and treat their women like...
Arcadia, I'd like alchemy training, please.
If not, let me know. I might have it stored away. What do you need, my friend?
Training in alchemy.
I think I can teach you a thing or two. You look rather pale. I think I can teach you a thing or two.
Okay. And we take that.
Pardon me. But do I detect a case of the rattled? I think I can
Training in
teach you a thing or
alchemy.
two.
And I back out. And I crouch. And I reclaim my money. Then I level up and I do it all again. And I am going to take Miracle. I'm just not going to take it right now. Okay.
I have several elixirs for sale. I think I can teach you a thing or two. Good afternoon.
I'd like more
I think
training
I
in
can
alchemy.
teach you a thing or two.
How have you not sent bandits after me yet?
I think I can teach you a thing or two.
Okay, thanks, Acadia.
Well met, traveler.
Come to chat with an old woman, hmm? Do your good deed for the day.
What are you looking at? I'm not afraid of you, you know, even if you are my elder.
Ain't safe, I hope.
Okay, back up to Winterhold. Where I am going to upgrade my enchanter to the Arcane Nexus. So I can do a bunch of really powerful enchanting. Then I am going to start working
Round
on
about you and your honey words.
fortify enchantment potions.
Be careful! You're home! Hey, I got you something. Hope you like it.
Thank you, Sophie. Okay. Step 1. Upgrade. Yes, upgrade to an arcane enchanter. Okay. So now, the steel dagger, if I put... Well, maybe a steel dagger is not the... But I don't have anything. I mean, I do, but... Woohoo! Arcane Nexus.
Whoa, easy now.
So now, if I took this
Want some company?
and put destruction and restoration on it instead of 20%, it's now 22%. It's not a crazy increase on its own, but when you factor in that I'm not
You know, I could try my hand at learning some of this. Can't be too complicated.
using anything to increase my likelihood of enchanting particular things.
How in oblivion does any of this work?
Like, I'm in a much better
None
place
of
when it
it.
comes to enchanting. I do want to make some crafting sets, which will be, you know, fortify alchemy, fortify smithing gear, because I do want to craft some really potent fortify enchanting potions so that I can make some really, really cool stuff at this arcane nexus. Because I want to be able to make something super powerful when I do the triple enchant on a circlet. Because then what I can do is I can do fortify restoration and fortify destruction and water breathing all on one circlet. And if I can get those enchantments strong enough, I can put things like sneak and muffle and like other resistances on things. I don't want to mod in a fortify enchantment unless I absolutely need to. But I'm not against it if I have to.
You're fixing potions and poisons there.
I'm fascinated how you brew together all those potions.
How am I doing on skill points? I've got 2. I definitely need way more. Because I've got so much stuff to unlock in destruction still. I've got stuff I can unlock in restoration that would be helpful. I'm almost at 80, which is what I need for the 3rd mage armor. Wearing robes and oh, that's the drain your magicka to... No, we're not doing that. Warlock's Dormant Arcana would be, could be really interesting. I should be strong enough that I should be able to take Intuitive Magic. No, I need to be level 80 in that. Okay. Well, we're getting there then. Right, I came here for stuff. Okay. So I've got the quarried stone, so I can cross that off all my lists. Okay. Firewood. I need 3, 5, 7, 12, 17, 19? We'll take 25 just to be safe. So I can cross off firewood on all my lists. Firewood.
Okay. I'm going to take all of my iron ingots and all my iron ore and my corundum and ingots there because I know I'm going to need the corundum to make the lock. Iron ingots, iron ore. And then I need straw. So I'll just take all my straw. Okay, I don't need all my straw. I need like 15 of my straw. Okay, now down to the basement to actually make a bunch of iron fittings and locks and shit. Okay. So I need nails. I need like I'll make like 15 to 20. That sounds fair. Nails, 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 nails. Okay. So that should cover me on nails. Nails.
Brilliant. Good work.
Nails. Okay. I need hinges and iron fittings. So, hinges.
You bloody sure.
So that should be plenty enough hinges. Got the straw.
Good job.
Now I need iron fittings, locks, and iron ingots. Okay. I need a lock. And then I need a bunch of iron fittings. Okay. That should pretty much cover everything I need to fully upgrade the plantation. Back to the plantation. And then I think it's off to Dawnstar to do some Dawnstar stuff so that I can get the other house. Okay. Animal pens. Apiaries. Blacksmith. Exterior decorations. Farmhand bunkhouse. Stable. Windmill.
Divine smile on you, friend.
Oh.
Well, look what the Horker dragged in. Still wandering all over Skyrim and causing trouble? Certainly. What did you have in mind? I'll keep an eye out. Is there anything else you need?
Yes. I'd
Certainly.
like more livestock.
What did you have in mind? I'll
Some
see to it.
goats.
Is there anything else you need?
Yep.
Certainly. What did you have in mind?
A couple
I'll see to it
chickens.
at once. Is there anything else you need? Mm-hmm.
Nope. Pretty sure that's it. Plantation's good now.
It's actually a pretty impressive estate once everything's said and done and built. Like, I do actually really like this house. And if I weren't playing as, like, a dedicated Archmage of the College of Winterhold, this 100% would be a place I would use. But I am playing as a dedicated Archmage of the College of Winterhold, and therefore, this is not the ideal house for that character. But it is really nice. Okay. To Dawnstar. To go do favors for people till what's-his-face makes me thane. So I can buy property. Or at least so what's-his-face is willing to let me buy property.
I'm just one of the miners. I don't want any trouble. I work in the mine just like everyone else.
Okay. Into the inn.
Come on in. Just stoked the fire. Take a seat and get the coal down.
Neat. The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger, but I'm afraid there's little I can do about it. She has a... I must end her terrible... I need to read... Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me. I've already said... I would simply ask that you trust me, and help me end Dawnstar's nightmares. Wonderful. Nightcaller Temple is only a short walk them from her citadel at the center. Who can say? Perhaps she could... Whatever the case may be, her intentions are far from benevolent.
Here's the thing, Arendar. I actually think you're in the right.
I promise to ask
seems trustworthy to me. Let's put an end to these nightmares.
Oh, damn it. Fine, I'll just spawn in a new copy of that staff after we've cleared the quest.
Follow me. It's this way. It feels good to finally have a chance to help these people. Helplessly watching them suffer has been difficult. The tower on that hill is our destination. People around here call it the Tower of the Dawn. I'm not familiar with the tower's history, but it was deserted for quite a long time before Nightcaller Temple was established inside. When the temple was active, the priests would rarely be seen in Dawnstar. They preferred to live a solitary existence. The temple's been abandoned for decades now. Ironic, isn't it? A ruin within a ruin. There's a small shrine to Mara I established inside the tower's entry hall. Hoping to see spirit. Perhaps my prayers were answered. Your reason for stumbling across Dawnstar is more than a mere coincidence.
How did they find us?
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna soul trap you. I need to start doing better about remembering to actually soul trap shit. Because at this point... how many soul gems am I sitting on that are empty? Soul. Yeah, like I've got 65 petty, 53 lesser, 38 greater, 15 grand, and 4 black, plus 82 common. And I need to do better about filling them in general. Also, how am I doing level up wise? Oh, right. I need to be working on alteration.
It's bloody cold.
Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with?
I'm not your daughter.
Hello there, lass. All right then.
Arender.
Before we enter, I must know. Knowing they could never defeat the orcs, the priests of Vermina released what they called the miasma, putting everyone to sleep.
Why is it dangerous if they're asleep?
I'm concerned that when this place is unsealed, the miasma will dissipate, and they'll awaken. The miasma was created by the priests because the rituals would last for months or even years. The miasma was designed to slow down the aging process. Sadly, yes. The longer an individual is exposed to the miasma, those who've been under the effect of it for extended periods of time, in some cases, a few never awoke at all.
All right.
Aye.
Let's go.
What the?
Whoa. Easy now.
Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with?
I did do all my training for this level up already, so I suppose I can take it.
Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with? Give just a moment, and I'll have this open. Source of the nightmares. Over here. Behold the skull of corruption. Huh? Priests must have activated this barrier when the miasma was released.
Looks difficult to breach.
Impossible, actually. There may be a way to bypass the barrier, but I must check their library and confirm it can be done.
You seem to know an awful lot about this place.
I suppose there's... My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience. I was a priest of Vermina.
I knew it. You're a liar.
What would you have me say? Sorry for following the misguided teachings of a mad divine? Sorry for stealing memories from children? Do you realize when the orcs attacked, I was only concerned with myself? I fled. Left my brothers and sisters behind to die. I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption from Mara. And by her benevolence, I will right one. I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on. It's just up here. Be careful. We're certain to find more of the awakened within. Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help with?
What is... Oh, Caddy! I was just doing what I do best. I was just doing what I do best.
This library used to be filled with arcane volumes. Now, almost everything. The tome we need is still in. They mustn't stop us. What was that? Barring any more interruptions, perhaps we can locate the information I need.
What am I looking
We're
for?
looking for a book of alchemical recipes called the Dream Stride.
Already have it.
The tome bears the likeness of Vermina on the cover. Let me take a look. Mara be praised. There is a way. It involves a recipe for a liquid known as Vermina's torpor.
Is that some type
Yes.
of potion?
The torpor grants an ability the priests of Vermina called the Dream Stride, using dreams to travel distances in the real world.
That sounds amazing.
Quite amazing, yes. Alchemy and the blessings of a divine, distilled. Sadly, I have yet to see it function in person.
So I'm going to be your test subject then.
As a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for me. The torpor will only work for priests of Vermina, or the unaffiliated.
Is it going to be a problem that I'm the champion of Hermaeus Mora, Meridia, and Azura?
No, all my research points in the opposite direction. This is... The only question in my mind is whether you will be granted the Dream Stride. I swear upon Lady Mara that I would never let... All believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. If we proceed there, we should be able to locate a sample.
I really, like, here's the thing. I genuinely dislike Arander.
The laboratory adjoins the library. I'm hoping we'll find a sample.
That can't be good.
I'll take that leather. You can give me your money, and you can give me your money and your tundra cotton, and you know what? Your minor magic potion.
Kill the defiler!
Now that they've been dealt with, we need to find the torpor.
And I'll know what it looks like.
It should
How?
be in a small bottle, very similar to a potion. I'll begin searching up here. The torpor should be in a tall bottle with dark liquid. If you find it, bring it to me. Yes, my daughter. What is it I can help
call
with?
me your daughter. I don't trust you. I don't like you. Kaiden trusting you is the only reason you're still alive, and he's definitely prejudiced in your favor because he has also escaped from Daedric cults. Yeah, Kaiden's good grace is the only reason I am even remotely considering letting you live long enough to have any say in anything. Because he's
a nasty way to go.
Is that criticism of my work or praise for it? Ocean.
Yes, my daughter.
I found it.
A miasma, because the rituals would last for months or even years.
I found it.
I'm relieved you discovered a bottle intact. So, of taking us this far. I understand your hesitation, but I promise you that it works.
What if I just go this way? Fine.
The orcs have breached the inner sanctum, Brother Varen.
We must hold. We can't allow the skull to fall into their hands.
But no more than a handful of us remain, brother.
Then we have no choice. The miasma must be released.
The miasma? But brother...
We have no alternative. It's the will of Vermina. And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vermina?
I've made my peace.
Then
I'm
it's
ready.
Decided. Brother Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop you. Brother Thoric, we must remain here and guard this skull with our lives if necessary.
Agreed. To the death.
Need something, then let it be done. Farewell. I'll bathe in your blood. Easily blocked. I'll show you the feel. You'll even live to regret this. I fought worse than you. Time it out. You vanished after drinking the torpor and materialized on the other side. I've never seen anything
Are
quite like
you
it.
mad?
I thought I was clear regarding the dangers that await. However, this hardly matters any longer, as you appear to have exited unscathed.
We can discuss it later.
Indeed. The inner sanctum lies ahead, We must reach the skull and put an end to Dawnstar's troubles. Lead on, my friend.
Boy.
Just gonna blow them up, you know, just in case. I do kind of like their robes. Yeah, I know I shouldn't be considering cultist robes, Kaiden, but they're purple. They're pretty. Can we trust him?
Your final vengeance.
Whoa! Jeez!
You're alive. No thanks to you, Casimir. I no longer use that name. I'm Miranda, priest of Mara. You're a traitor. You left us to die and then ran before the miasma took you. No, I was scared. I wasn't ready to sleep. Enough of your lies. I can't allow you to destroy the skull, priest of Mara. Then you leave me no choice.
I will protect you, Dragon.
my friends. Is this punishment for my past? Is it Mara's will to torment me so? No, you mustn't listen to them. Had we aided them in releasing the skull, they would use it to wreak havoc across Skyrim. They had to die.
Honestly, he's the only non-trustworthy one.
Must be destroyed.
No.
If you'll stand back, I'll perform the ritual granted to me by Lady Mara. First, an incantation to remove the barrier. I call upon you, Lady Mara. The skull hungers. It yearns for memories and leaves nightmares in its wake. Grant me the power to break through this barrier and to send the skull to the depths of oblivion.
He's deceiving you. When the ritual's complete, the skull will be free, and then Arender will turn on you. Quickly, kill him now. Kill him and claim the skull for your own. Vermina commands you.
Oh! Take heed, they've awakened.
Screw you.
You did it! The whole of Dawnstar will sleep in peace now, thanks to you. Fantastic job.
Sorry, Arender. But honestly, you did nothing but lie to me the entire thing. Like, oh no, I'm just a priest of Mara. Oh, my name's Arender. Like, I'm sorry, but I understand that in all likelihood he was actually trying to do the right thing there, but, like, he's betrayed his friends multiple times. Like, nothing about what we know about him should lead anyone to be comfortable trusting him. And it's only my meta-knowledge that he becomes a genuinely dutiful companion if you save him. Or, like, if you side with him. But honestly, like, he gives you no reason whatsoever to trust him. Alright. Let's go talk to the Jarl.
The nightmares in Dawnstar have lifted, and giants are a common problem in the Pale. The Empire always demanded I leave them. Go and slay one of the beasts. To let them know that I'm counting on you. Good luck with the giant. Don't get stepped
I'm here to
on.
lend my magic to the people of Dawnstar.
You know, I could try
museum
my
is a
hand at
mistake.
learning some of this. Can't be too complicated. Getting lost in your studies there?
Let's go.
As if Skyrim didn't have enough outsiders. Now we've got mercenaries from Hammerfell strutting about.
In Dawnstar? I don't think that's right.
And do I already have the camp unlocked? Fairly close, and no I don't. Okay. But we are going to put Soul Trap on my right hand. And Soul Trap costs nothing now. Yay! What other spells don't cost me magicka anymore? Can I use Sunblast forever? I can use Sunblast forever. And Holy Hands only costs 5. Steadfast Ward costs nothing. Soul Trap costs nothing. Reanimate Corpse costs nothing. Split Soul costs nothing. Honestly, almost all my conjuration spells cost nothing. Flame Atronac costs nothing. Skeletal Champion has a cost. Destruction. The vast majority of my destruction spells also cost nothing. Fireball costs 11. Many of my conjuration or illusion spells cost nothing. Water breathing still has a cost. Teleport pet, Hilda the goat. Interesting. Telekinesis, stone flesh. Iron flesh still has a cost. Okay. But I can soul trap forever. Which means I can soul trap spam when we go to this giant camp. I do still need to go pick up a bound bow somewhere.
Whatever it is, we can handle.
Come on! Get down! Bring it on! You're dead!
Conjuration spamming's fun.
We should have seen this.
Oi!
Hey, destruction to 99.
Look at the size of those things!
You're so easily impressed with giants.
check out whatever this house type deal up here is. And then we'll head back to Dawnstar. What is this house type deal? Is the Hall of Vigilance? It is, because that's the cave for Sarana. Let's just do a quick little inspection. Jesus, this is a bit much. Number on this place. Oh well, not our concern, I suppose. Back to Dawnstar with us.
Damn fate. Think you might be in the wrong place, friend. Talos guide you. We'll show those faithless dogs who this land belongs to.
You might think that, but you are very mistaken.
You're not as dumb as you look.
The giant's dead.
You've shown those monsters that they will no longer be. Here, a reward from your Jarl.
Is there anything else you need?
There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title mainly. However, I could only... You help my people, and I'll make you my Thane.
It would be an honor.
Good luck.
Is that land you mentioned?
The only as soon as we drive the Empire out of Skyrim, the dragons will vanish. Yes, it is. It's in the southern part of the Pale, right on the border with Whiterun Hold. All the room in the world to build your own house.
I'll take it.
Wonderful. I'll sleep better knowing you're watching the Southern Marches. Here's the title to your steading. Just follow the road south from Dawnstar.
Heliarchan Hall is the one I want, right?
Then head south. The land is near Giant's Gap, right on the border with Whiterun Hold. You'll almost be inside of the Lorius farm, in fact.
Heliarchan... Hall. Let's see, unique features. Grain mill, throat of the world, stone quarry, clay deposits, log piles. Let's see, begin building your new home immediately. Sacks of flour, grain mills, throat of the world. Okay. I'm fairly certain this is the one I wanted.
Yes. Reopen the game. Okay. So, we have a homestead. Excuse you, I've assisted the people of the Pale plenty. I took care of that skull, I brought back her ring. We're not going to do the Mythic Dawn stuff just yet. I want to, but I want to actually install an additional mod to help. See, I love this property. I wish it were closer to Winterhold, but I think it is the prettiest location for a Hearthfire home. Because you've got just such impressive views.
Stop to feed and water the horses when we find a safe spot.
So this isn't the one with the fishery. I thought it was, but it's not. I don't think. No, it's not the one with the fishery. So this must be the one... This isn't the one with the apiaries, because that's... What's the special deal here? The grain mill.
Slow and steady.
So the one I was thinking of is the one up... here-ish. Somewhere. So I'm gonna have to go take care of Morthal shit too. Alright, well, we'll disable this for now. We're gonna go poke around at the Lorius farm.
You need something?
Ah! Bother and befuddle! Oh, poor Cicero. I'm taking Mother to a new home, a new crypt, but... Ah! Go to the... Ah! Convince Loris to fix my... You'll do that, and poor
You need
Cicero
something?
will reward you with coins. Leave me
Lorius. Just fix his wheel.
Oh, for the love of Mara, what now? That Cicero fell?
Tell me something. Why can't he just leave us alone?
Pain? Have you seen the man? And he's transporting some giant box. You could have anything in there.
A
War
chest that
contraband,
was dead
weapons,
more than a
skooma.
box.
Ain't no way
I wonder
I'm
what
getting involved in
circus
any
he
of that.
escaped from. I have a feeling this is not the last time we'll see this guy.
He's a stranger who needs assistance. Do the right
What?
thing.
And just who in Mara's name are you, anyway? Hmm? Come here, telling me my business. Look, yes, you're right. Look, thanks. And I'm sorry for my unneighborly reaction. If you talk to Cicero, you be sure to tell him I'll be down to help soon.
Yeah, no unneighborly reactions, because I am, in fact, your neighbor. Even if my house is barely even partially built. But still, the concept remains, I am your neighbor. Whee!
You need something?
You... Here for your troubles.
You need something?
Gold. A few coins for your kind deed. And thank you.
Seems the heavens are opening up.
Again.
Alright, now that I've helped you, it's time to go to Windhelm and cause a little bit more chaos. For a few reasons. One, there's a side quest here I almost certainly need to, or another major quest here I almost certainly need to start.
I made my fortune as a sea captain, but now I'm retired.
Folks are talking about murders?
Terrible shame that. He's claimed 3 victims that I know of. All lovely ladies too. Let's hope the gods find that demon soon and introduce him to the headman's axe.
Okay, why did I come here? Oh, right, Aventus. And then to start the investigation into this. Aventus.
Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Sweet mother, send your child unto me, for the sins of the unworthy must be baptized in blood and fear. Grod, you old crone, you'll get what you deserve. The Dark Brotherhood will see to that. You've come at last!
Are you all right?
I knew you'd come, I just knew it! I did the Black Sacrament over and over with the body and the things, and then you came, an assassin from the Dark Brotherhood.
I'm not who you think I am.
Of course you are. I prayed, and you came, and now you'll accept my contract.
Contract?
My mother, she died. I'm all alone now. So they sent me to that terrible orphanage in Riften, Honor Hall. The headmistress is an evil, cruel woman. They call her Grella the Kind, but she's not kind. She's terrible to all of us. So I ran away and came home and performed the Black Sacrament.
Now you're here.
And you could kill Grella the Kind.
I mean, I already did, is the thing. Grella, as it turns out, I already killed her.
You did? Really? This is the best news I've ever gotten. I mean, I knew the Dark Brotherhood was good, just not that good. Oh, and please, take this as payment. It's an old family heirloom, supposed to be pretty valuable. It should fetch you a nice price. Thank you again. When I grow up, I'm going to be an assassin. That way I can help lots of children, just like you.
We may have made a mistake, Kaiden.
I'll go back to the orphanage in a while. I'll give them time to, you know, clean up the mess.
Master of Ventus Aretino, Jarl Ulfric Stormcloak wishes to express his deepest sympathies for the death of your mother, Nalia. Unfortunately, because you are fatherless and have no other known relations, the Jarl cannot allow you to remain in your home unsupervised. Therefore, in no more than a week's time, you are to report to Honorhole Orphanage in Riften, where you'll reside until your 16th birthday. The Aretino family home in the city of Windhelm will, of course, remain your property. The building will be securely locked and ready for your return 6 years hence. Note that I am unsure of the education provided to you by your recently deceased mother, or if you possess the ability to read the letter I am currently composing. Therefore, a member of the city guard will call upon you in a week at your home and provide an escort to the orphanage. Hopefully his arrival will not come as a complete shock. With greatest respects, your life steward to our most noble Jarl Ulfric Stormcloak. Alright. Must not back out of promise to myself. Okay, now let's go investigate the murders. Thank God Sophie's not here anymore. Murders and children calling for assassins from the Dark Brotherhood.
I made my fortune as a sea captain, but now I'm retired.
Oh, this is promising.
Always sad when someone
Hold it there. Keep your distance.
What happened?
Another girl killed. This is Susanna from Candlehearth Hall. Served me a drink just a few nights ago, but I can't say I knew her.
Another? This has happened before?
Susanna's the third. It's always the same. Young girl killed at night, body torn up.
Are the murders being investigated?
We're stretched thin as it is with the war. Nobody has the time to spend on this. Not pleasant, but it's the truth.
Could you use
if you
some
want
help?
To help, ask some of these gawkers if they saw anything useful. Charity. I'm going to examine the body before the rats can get to it.
Calixo, did you see what happened?
Sorry, I thought I saw a fellow running away, but didn't get a good look at him.
Will you spare a few coins to help someone who's got another one?
Did you see what happened?
I heard a scream and came running, but she was already like this when I got here.
Been a murder over in Rift.
This is a shame.
Did you see what happened?
No, sorry. But I did notice that her coin purse was still intact. I'm going to keep preparing the body, if you'll excuse me.
Got to keep my
I've
eyes.
spoken to the witnesses.
Just like always, nobody saw anything useful. The bastards escaped again.
Spare a coin.
There might be more to this if you'll let me help.
Look, friend. You'll need to talk to the steward, though. We can't just let anyone go around claiming to be an official business. If he's willing, then we'll talk.
My job.
Alright. So we have to look for clues, talk to a fuckload of people, go back and forth, and in the meantime, the guards are not doing a thing. This murderer could strike again. And I'm just worried that something could happen to you. You're not
Fancy
gonna know
yourself an alchemist,
unless
though?
I'm with you.
Never
Have
could
you
get
got
the
it?
hang of that.
Understood.
Aye?
Sometimes, I wonder about you and me.
Oh? Tell me more.
Well, we're great together, you know? A perfect pair.
You're absolutely right. I'm glad we met.
Good. I'm glad. Alright, moving on.
Maybe you've seen masts sticking out of the water to the northeast. That would be the...
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on...
I'm not much of a strategist. If you have any news of the Western Holds, take it to Ulfric immediately.
He's against us.
I heard about these
These
murderers.
are difficult times indeed, when men stalk their brethren like beasts. My men are stretched thin as it is. If you offer your aid, I'm happy to lend a hand as much as I can as well.
A sword through his gullet.
Terrible shame what happened to those women.
Disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
So we're ready to start this war in earnest then?
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Torrig.
Torrig was merely a message to the other Jarls. Whoever we replace them with will need the support of our armies.
We're ready when you are.
Things hinge on Whiterun. If we can take the city without bloodshed, all the better. But if not...
The people are behind you.
Many, I fear, still need convincing.
Then let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time. We know the price of freedom. But people are still weighing things in their hearts.
What's left of Skyrim to wager?
They have families to think of.
How many of their sons and daughters follow your banner? We are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Garmar, why do you fight for me?
Fight for...
So they are planning an attack on Whiterun. That's upsetting. But we can't just leave this murder situation unresolved either.
Skyrim is a fine house, and it's up for sale. You should talk to the steward in the keep if you're interested.
It is a fine house. I quite like it.
This blood is fresh. Someone's been busy.
We'll show those... What is it? Dragons?
I've been granted permission to aid in the investigation.
I noticed a trail of blood leading away from here. Helgerd's taken the body into the Hall of the Dead to prepare for burial. She's a little crazy, but if she knows anything, it's dead bodies. My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty.
Let's talk to everyone. Let's turn off all quests that aren't this.
Large diagonal cut from left shoulder.
Have you noticed anything strange about the body?
Well, she's dead, but I guess that's not unusual. I mean, someone who's not sorry. Was only joking with you.
It's all right, but have you found anything?
Not really. The only unusual thing is the shape of the cuts. They look like they were made with... Well, the ancient Nords used these kinds of curved blades when they embalmed their dead. I don't know who in Windhelm would even have something like that. Other than me, of course.
Let me know if you find anything else.
I wouldn't hold out. Now, I really got to get back to the body. A lot of work to prepare her for the grave.
We'll show those faithless dogs who this land belongs to.
Follow this splatter of blood. You said you saw something up here? Beautiful old house. Absolutely gorgeous. Got it. From the marks on the floor, it looks like this box was pushed against the wall recently. Beware the Butcher and the Butcher's Journal. Beware the Butcher, the killer who haunts the streets of Windhelm. These calamitous times bring out the worst in people. Don't become the next victim. See Viola Giordano if you spot any suspicious behavior. And the Butcher's Journal. The plans are coming together swimmingly. I've found good sources of bone, flesh, and blood, but thus far a good sampling of sinew and marrow have escaped me. No matter. The city is swollen with contemptuous fools who will be missed by nobody. Last night I was almost able to corner Susanna as she left Candlehearth. Idiot guard showed up at just the wrong moment, and I had to turn about. Just out for a stroll and so forth. There'll be other chances, but time's drawing near. I think back on my time in Winterhold, all the wasted minds up in their towers. They only explore the magic they already know. I'm discovering new magic here, something deeper than the contrepid shenanigans of fire and light. This flesh magic is older than us, perhaps older than the world itself. I'm tugging at the corners of the fabric of the universe. And where it bunches and folds is where I shall create my greatest triumph. One more attempt at the Candlehearth girl. She's proving to be a bit too cautious, but those strong joints of hers should contain the most exquisite tendons, worth the effort, tonight. These haven't been used in ages, nothing but skeever droppings and cobwebs inside. This place could be gorgeous, Kaiden. From the dust, these look left over from when the previous occupant moved out. This perfectly good wardrobe was left behind for some reason. The shelf is filled with more of those butcher flyers from around the city. One pile looks misshapen.
That's just sick and twisted, that is.
This wardrobe seems to be nailed to the wall for some reason. Okay. False back. This altar is built for some unknown magic. It looks like someone's using body parts towards some gruesome end. 17 tendons and assorted ligaments, 173 fragments of bone for assemblage, approximately 4 buckets full of blood, Nord preferred, 6 spoons of marrow, no more than 2 from a thigh, 12 yards of flesh before cutting. Star scrying to the edge of the ice mind looks to the light where the souls dance, revealing the time when a spark will revive. When the rotted unites under most skillful hands. Translation from an Altmer text as interpreted by the Aelids and first transcribed by Altmer. Provenance and authority unknown. Soon. Gaiden, what is this? Chairs are stacked on the bed in an odd fashion. Just why? Let's get out of here. Steward better have some explanation for all of this.
Trouble?
Algriff won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so sure of...
I'm not much of a If you have any news of the Western Holds, take it to Ulfric immediately.
Can you tell me anything about the Butcher?
Have you been talking to Viola Giordano? She posts those all over the city, and someone keeps taking them down. Ask her about it if you want an earful.
Do you know what this amulet is?
I've never seen anything like it. I would take this to Calixto at the House of Curiosities. He has a good eye for strange trinkets. Might even give you a bit of gold for it.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace will make a more powerful state.
So we're ready to...
Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
Soon.
I still say you should take them all out like you did dead King Tormund.
I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we had...
Okay, Viola and Calixto. Shouldn't be too hard to find them, I'd hope.
I'd be out there fighting the Imperials right now if it wasn't for my war wound.
Can't just... Huh?
Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
There's no glory in war. It's just... Now that's... Here, some gold as promised. And let me show you a bit about wearing heavy armor. Save you some aches on a long march.
I made my fortune as a sea captain, but now I'm retired.
I own Hollifrost Farm outside the city. It's honest work, if a bit...
You know about
Cruel
Talos?
seas have been...
He
If I
founded
make
the
enough
Empire.
money... Need something? Every night, I walk around the Grey Quarter and let them Greyskins know what I think of them.
I'd appreciate it if you don't bother my wife, Tova. She's still in mourning. Got any ale or mead? It's all in the swing. Let me show you. Please forgive my mood. I'm still coming to terms with my daughter's death.
Don't even think about it. Captain Lonely Gale has been avoiding me. I just know it.
What can you tell me about the Butcher, Viola?
I've been following him for months now. Well, not actually following. Trying to find him. The guards won't help. The people won't help. I'm the only one who thinks he can be caught.
Why can't the guards help?
They say they're too busy with a war. I say, what good is winning a war if we're still terrorized by one of our own?
How can the rest of the people not
Oh,
care?
they care, all right. Just none of them thinks to do anything about it. They say I'm just snooping around bothering people. But I'm trying to save lives.
I found this journal in the killer's lair.
What's it say?
Sounds like a necromancer's been experimenting.
Moonfirth. There have been rumors swirling about him for years. As long as I can remember. But he's a dangerous... This information needs to go straight to the steward.
Yeah, we're not going to talk to him just yet. We're going to go
night,
find...
I walk around a gray quarter and let them gray skins know what I think of them.
So it's just right of center then? No? Just marginally left. Got it. Calixto. Hey. So question.
You're not supposed to be in here. You're not supposed to be in here. This is the last time I'll say it. Get out. Guards, trespasser. You're not supposed to be in here. That's close enough.
Really?
Should have come here.
Oh, well, let's do something about it then.
You're not supposed to be in here.
Nothing on the track.
Fine. Load. Okay. Gonna load back to this one.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire.
This is an
Take a
ode
seat
to
and get the
Skyrim's
cold out.
truest sons and daughters.
So we're gonna turn
There's
this
no
in
glory.
still.
Now that here, some gold was promised. And let me show you a bit about wearing heavy armor. Save you some aches on a long march.
Okay, we're not gonna talk to Viola. We're gonna go talk to Calixto. And then to Viola. What time is it?
You're not supposed to be here.
Okay, fine. We'll leave. Can I catch you out of the house in the morning? It's Viola Giordano, that's... I'm sure that's who that is. Let me... If I go in during the day...
You're not supposed to be... You're not supposed to be in here.
Okay.
Last warning. Leave now.
Fine. I tried being nice to you. I really did.
Beyond. The guards won't help. The people won't help. Huh? What's it say? But he's... This information needs to go straight to the steward.
I own
He'll
Hollyfrost
listen
Farm
to
outside
you.
the city. It's honest work, if a bit dull.
Ulgrif won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord.
If Ulfric needs a favor, he has it. Anyone else better pay well for the service.
I've heard you dabble in necromancy.
I beg your pardon? Necromancy. I am a member of the College of Winterhold. In good standing. They haven't allowed necromancy for hundreds of years.
I found your journal where the butcher worked.
My what now? I've never kept a journal, I can assure you. Whatever power is the crux of this world. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this.
Now, what can I sell you? Not this.
Strength and steel are well and good, but magic is the true power in this world.
Then let them die with their false kings.
We've been soldiers a long time.
If you have any news of the Western Holds, take it to Ulfric immediately.
Weighing things in their hearts.
I've never seen anything like it. I might even give you a bit of gold for it. That's quite an accusation. I assume you have proof? Well, come back when you have some more evidence. I think you're on the trail, though. Travel safely. It's dangerous out there.
Stay away from the Oratino residence. The place is cursed.
Hey, watch it!
Do I have... It's illusion, right? For calm?
My sister and I once traveled the world to assemble our collection. Such adventures we had. My sister and I inherited a modest sum of money. As we journeyed across, my sister passed away some years ago. I think she would be happy to know that our collection has brought smiles to faces both young and old. Indeed, I did. For a few septims, I'll tell you about some of the most interesting curiosities in my collection. Very well. If you change your mind...
Do you know anything about this amulet?
Let me see. Ah, yes. This is the Wheelstone. It's an heirloom symbol of the power of Windhelm. Traditionally, I would be interested in... For a piece like that, I could pay 500 gold. Wunferth? Bah. Besides, I wouldn't want to be the one to give it to him. Gives me the creeps. They say he dabbles in necromancy. Wonderful. This will be a splendid addition to my private collection. I don't care much for the war, one way or the other.
A straight answer.
Now let's go talk to Wunferth again.
The Imperials think us all lawless beasts.
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true. Strength and steel are well and good, but magic is the true.
You should unload some of that unwanted gear. Head over to Sadri's used wares. Talk to the elf.
Then let them die with their false kings.
I'm not. If you have any news of the Western Holds, take it to Ulfric immediately. That's quite an accusation. I assume you have proof. I don't want to believe it. It pains me to see that the Wunferth shall be apprehended. The streets of Windhelm are now safe.
Their sons and daughters follow your banner. We are their families.
Well put, friend. Tell me, Garmar, why do you fight for me?
I'd follow you into the depths of oblivion. You know that.
Yes, but why do you fight? If not for me, what
This
then?
is finally solved.
I'll die.
Now the people of Windhelm can finally relax.
I fight for the men I've held in my arms, dying on foreign soil.
My heart goes out to Clan Shattershield. Kin murdered, family warhammer stolen. There's no fairness in all. Huh?
I don't think I've ever watched The Arrest.
What is the meaning of this?
You're under arrest for the murder of Susanna of Candlehearth Hall. I have a lot of respect for the Restoration School. Skyrim could use more healers.
City lost their brains? I've been scrying and auguring to find the murderer myself.
I find your hand in my pocket. Make your excuses from the Bloodhawks, wizard. Get him out of my sight.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, sir, but you'll have to come with me.
This isn't over.
All right. Your power in alteration is unmatched. Not even reality can contain you.
suppose while I'm waiting, I might as well do this.
As if Skyrim didn't have enough outsiders. Now we've got mercenaries from Hammerfell strutting about.
By sure. Is that Azure a star? How did you come to possess such a rare treasure?
Go cast your fancy magic someplace else.
Whoa, whoa! What's the magic?
And that's level 100 illusion. Oh, that's right, I did spend a bunch of perks. Cleaning up my... Oh. What's up here? Ritualist.
Don't think you can barter with me like I'm one of those damned shopkeepers. So, you can cast a few spells. Am I supposed to be impressed?
Got to thinking. Maybe I'm the Dragonborn. I just don't know it yet. I used to be an adventurer like you. I took an arrow in the knee. In you go.
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably true. Strength and steel are well and good, but magic is the true power in this world.
You're the one casts those illusions. Impressive.
Staying safe, I hope?
What's the hurry?
You know,
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
your life.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude.
Your life?
The Empire's putting a...
May the gods watch over your back.
I'm not much of a strategist, but Lord Ulfric listens to my counsel all the same.
If he's not with us, he's against us.
Spare a coin for a poor old woman. And grant peace to these departed souls.
I made my fortune as a sea captain, but now I'm retired. Fair Fair winds and calm seas. That's an old sailor's party.
I've been a bit out of sorts since our daughter was taken from us.
Lord Nilsine has been wrecked since her sister was killed. You need anything, come see me. I'm his resort.
Wherever I can find it. If you're the type who worries over where something came from, you may want to move on.
Yeah, needs some metal hammered. I don't to bring Shore's bones. I might just have to. Of course. Don't let my words cut you too deep. I've just been working. Jarl, getting the real sword would be even better than making a copy. But no one wants to risk getting it from its resting place. If you find that sword, traveler, I'd be grateful.
Bless you.
Don't forget, you find Queen Freydis' sword, I'll reward you.
Well, I suppose we can go find Queen Freydis' sword. Where's this keep? Oh, my doggo's laying right by me. Where's the little boy? Bandits respawned? Yep, sure have. To put you in my left hand and going to soul trap in my right.
What? You filthy scum! Gods! You're much!
Kaiden, don't run ahead.
Fight, coward!
Done.
You won't win this!
Flawless garnet, some gold, a lockpick.
Come on! It's time to do what we do best, Dragonborn!
Alright, let's get a move on down to that cave. See if we can figure out what's going on. Get this sword. And I think we actually should check in with Jarl Balgruuf about the impending attack on Whiterun before we head back to Windhelm. It might give us some information that could be useful. JJ, be patient. Let me take care of these giants. And then that side quest. And then I will take you outside while I go do my lunch, okay? Does that sound good? JJ, be patient.
Watch out for the ones with the carvings on their tusks.
I told
That's
you
how the
what my
giants
terms
mark
are,
their
buddy. That's
herds.
all you have to do is wait. And I know you struggle with that. I know that's hard for you. But sometimes waiting makes the reward better. Besides, if this were a normal Wednesday and I was at work, you wouldn't have me to pester about going out. I know. You just want to go outside, but now's not the exact right time. The time is coming for you to go outside, but you gotta be patient.
That cave could make good shelter, provided we clear out whatever's inside.
It could, but it looks awfully bloody. Be patient, JJ. It's okay. You can wait. No, you can wait. Interesting. Jax, no.
Make sure you know how to use that pick.
I mean, it's not particularly hard to use a pickaxe. Anything up here? No. Okay. That's kind of to be expected, but what is a famous queen's sword doing in a cave filled with trolls? haven't eaten any troll fat yet? Huh. Crap.
Just burn it all down.
Well, I easily could. Got the sword. So I am going to stop the stream.